G3, let's go. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Spark it up. Captain G3, let's go. Oh. Lights pop on and the rhythm's tight. Got that green thumb boogie in the pale moonlight. Mixing up the soil, got the funk foundation. Tune your dollar cultivation conversation. Shake that leaf, turn up the vibe. Grove talk, roof talk, keeping it live. From seed to sensation, no hesitation. We riding high, cultivation conversation. Drop that pH, raise that soul. Let the terps take control. Funky buds in every nation. Captain and G3, the cultivation station. Stay funky, stay green.
What is going on, everybody out there in podcast land? How are you?
Hello, my darlings. Yay,
Happy Tuesday, everybody, or every other Tuesday, as it were.
Yeah, it seems to be going that
I
way.
think that's the schedule we're going to be going to.
We
now,
might be keeping up with that. I think we're keeping up with that.
At least for the rest
balance.
of the summer, the warm season.
Yeah, I think
Once
that
I get my grow cranked up again, I can maybe have more to talk about. But geez,
I know I'm like so neglectful inside right now. My poor
summertime.
candy babies. All of my other plants are like getting tons of attention in here. Not so much.
Yeah. Well, before we even get into what we're smoking on, let's talk about the outdoor gardens. What's popping off in the raised bed?
Oh my gosh. So I have become completely obsessed with milkweed. completely obsessed. I'm going to plant it everywhere. I love it so much. It's amazing. The amount of pollinators and butterflies and bees and be still my heart. It's incredible. So
That is
I added
a really
that.
cool part.
Yes, I added that
gardening.
this season, and it has brought so much joy to my life, and I just cannot recommend it enough. Milkweed, it's killer. I
Cool.
also added cattle panel trellises to my garden this year.
Yeah, you were telling me about those.
So I went to like Tractor Supply and got a cattle panel, and they're super flexible. Threw it in the back of the truck, hauled it home, and then like bent it up and over and like, tied it to some posts, and then planted all the cucumbers and beans and things at the post, and they have gone wild. Absolutely crazy.
Oh,
They
yeah.
love it so much.
They love climbing.
It's so fun to go out there every day, and all of the new shoots and everything, you like bring them back in and weave them through. So you have all of your veggies coming down. So I've got like cucumbers on one side. I've got beans and peas on another. I've got loofahs on the third. It's just, it's great.
The loofahs. I know my
Yeah.
wife's been bugging me to grow those. I'm like,
They're fun.
Listen, we have one squash plant, one. And it's taking up, I would have to guess, like a 20 by 20 patch of my yard at this point. Like it's just taking over.
You need to go
One
vertical.
plant. One plant. And
You need to go vertical.
yeah, I do.
Trellises.
But like squash is just like, all right,
Squash is good
I don't
to
like it. I don't like squash. I like zucchini. That's really the only squash that I like to eat.
I mean, I'm right there with you.
And,
Do you know what
yeah,
I do
I don't
about that? I don't grow squash.
Loofah. Exactly. But yeah, it's like, come on, I'll just go
I
buy
grow
a
loofah
loofah.
because I turn it into like scrubby pads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you ever use like a real sponge? Speaking of natural bathing products.
Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea like a sponge was an animal until
Yep.
way too late in my life.
Yep. And then we clean with their skeleton.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, that's bizarre.
But it's bizarre.
But very cool. Yeah, no, the cucumbers. Oh my gosh. oh my God, do I have a glut of cucumbers.
87
ever.
million
It
cucumbers.
is insane. I only have 3 cucumber plants, but again, like I've trellised those. And since I'd say June, mid-June, like they've been giving me like half a dozen cucumbers a day at least, okay? Like at least. And two of the varieties are like the Boston pickling, and then one's like the English cucumber.
Oh, I have a Boston.
Different
Here too.
varieties, but
Yeah.
I just have so damn many, and I'm making pickles nonstop. I feel like that's all I've been doing, making pickles with my cucumbers, my peppers. What else have I? Oh, I've pickled cabbage, made sauerkraut type of pickling. You know,
Pickle everything.
pickle everything for real. It's just like it never ends, G3, and I have
Well-
like my jar collection is currently being occupied by my pickling hobby now.
Yeah. I mean, it's how you transfer. How do you go from feast to famine? How do you go from the middle of summer when you've got so much abundance that you don't know what to do with it to the middle of winter when you're like, well, crap, I'm sick of eating the same stuff and there hasn't been actual fresh veggies in forever.
I mean, pickles are the only thing you can do. I mean, truly, truly. And so just
Or you start growing veggies inside, which I recommend too. I mean, it's really easy, guys, to start like microgreens in your tents. Real easy.
I like that. Or a
And
little patch of lettuce.
Yeah, it's so easy. Microgreens have like a less than a week turnover time. It's so easy.
I like that idea. Yeah, no, it's, wouldn't like use up a super large amount of tent real estate growing
No.
veggies. Like any kind of brassica. Like, oh my God, those are unnecessarily large plants. A lot like the squash. I'm just like, yo, could you take up less real estate for the amount of harvest that I'm going to get from you? I'm telling you, G3, this squash plant has only 2 squash on it. Squash? Is it like deer?
Squash is your
Fish?
nemesis.
I hate it. I hate squash so much. I just
And every time,
always forced to grow it.
why are you growing it? Does your wife like
my
it?
wife
Does she
wants-
like it?
She mostly likes the leaves on it, and I will admit the leaves are very pretty.
Oh
It's
my
like
gosh, Norma, hi.
nice variegated leaves. Yeah,
Wow, we've
what's
got
up?
a lot of people in here tonight that I haven't seen in a bit.
Let's
Hey, guys.
say what's up, everybody. We
Yeah.
got Norma
I'm like
G.
noticing some names here. Norma. Hey,
We got
hey.
Neighborhood Skunk hanging out. How's the new house, buddy?
Hope it's good.
We got Budsy, Ohio, hanging out. We got Dre Terps. We got Bandit for Meds. We got the Smoke
I love that
Ring.
grow.
Dude, I gotta say, Smoke Ring made more chicken tonight. I'm out of rub. I need another shipment, brother. Hook it up. Joint hanging out. Look, Jeffrey, I don't want to say your last name, but he's hanging out from West Virginia. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. We're so
If it's
thrilled
your
you guys are here with us
first
tonight.
show, then I hope you stick around. I hope you learn a thing or two. I hope you make a friend.
Yep. And for
else?
everybody else who's new, as always, come join us on Discord after the
Dean.
show. We've got codes you can use. Use Cultivation at AC Infinity. Use CC10 at Autopods. We don't care if you use our codes. Just use codes. Don't pay full price ever, please.
Just always use a code.
Always use a code. Don't care if it's ours. Use
Yep.
a code.
For sure.
You have ours if you want the option. So
What's up, everybody? Yeah, and if you really like the show, you want to support us, come on over to our Patreon page. Check us out over there. Throw us a couple bucks. We appreciate that very much. And yeah, let's get right on into the "What Are You Smoking On" portion of the show tonight, because I know I need a bong hit, like real bad here. So
Yeah, what you got?
Let's just go first.
what
I got.
you got?
I'm still working on my latest harvest, which I still think is my best ever. Like quality wise, every single jar, amazing. They cured up perfectly. I harvested at the right time. I mean, I did everything spot on. I got to give myself a big old pat on the back for this one. And I am smoking my favorite of all 4 plants, the Ram Dog #1. It just has, I can't even tell you what it is. It's a smell, it's a taste thing. Yeah, like very, very strong, very chemy. But it's more like the color. It's I talk about the texture of this weed. There are no unnecessary stems or like, yeah, any kind of weird. It's all bud. It's all bud. Nothing else. No crow's feet. No large stems.
How do they hold together? They're just held together by manifestation and
It's something.
and
Electricity.
Like,
I don't know.
trichomes.
But what I will say too is I remember distinctly growing this one, it needing way more support than the others because, flimsy stems. I gotta say, I think that's a trait that I'm looking for in my plants. Like, I don't want these super thick, like drinking straw circumference stems in my top buds. I want like literally nothing. I don't want to grind up stem. I don't want to see stem in my new grinder, my new beautiful grinder. Do not want to see any stem, just mounds of kinetic sand. So again, it's very much a texture thing, but that being said, this one smells better than the others, tastes better than the others too. So,
do you think that's necessarily a genetic thing, or could that be a watering nutrient thing?
The texture?
No, the stem.
I think it's all genetic.
Ratio to the plant, I guess. How big the stems are.
I think it's all genetic.
Okay.
I mean, you just sometimes you get a floppy plant. And like just saying, for flower smokers like myself, I think that's a desirable trait. Just improved calyx to everything ratio. Mm-hmm. We usually talk about the calyx to leaf ratio, but I'm telling
Calyx to
you,
stem
I'm
ratio.
way more concerned about the stems than I am the little leaves that can get like missed in my trim job.
Yeah, leaves still have, trichomes on them
leaves
when
will
they're that
grind up.
small. Those sugar leaves are like, okay, if you have a little more plant material, whatever.
No, I'm
it's not
telling
gonna
you,
kill
nothing.
But stems are
nothing
annoying.
will fuck up a bong rip more than unnecessary stemmage in your pack. Like it's just the way it is.
Not
And
to
that's
mention
a
it kills
genetic
the
thing.
final texture of your product, which
Kills the texture, but
that's
it also
that's
makes
just
it
rude.
taste like stem, like woody. You know the taste of stem.
Of course I
I mean,
do.
shit. If you're anywhere near my age, you know the taste of stem.
We've
and
all
seed,
chewed on
for
it
that
at
matter.
some point. I guarantee you every single
dude.
one of us has chewed on stems more than one. I promise you. If you haven't,
I was that
message me
guy.
because I have questions.
I would not only chew on the stem, I would swallow the stem.
I haven't
Chew it
gone
up
that
and
far.
swallow it.
I wouldn't swallow it. I would chew it up till it was like obliterated, but I wouldn't swallow it.
Oh, come on. That's disrespectful to the plant, G3. You got to swallow. You can't spit at that point. You just got to.
If I pull through, I spit. I don't swallow.
Even I swallowed on that occasion. No, it was always a very popular party trick. They're like, oh my God, that guy just popped the whole stem in his mouth. Like, yeah, I like how they
Nom, nom,
taste.
nom, nom, nom.
I honestly do, though. That's one
like
thing
how they taste, yeah.
I did enjoy kind of chewing on that stem. Yeah, memories, man. Taking me back
It's a canon
now.
event.
Taking me back. But yes, this Ram Dog #1 has, like, yeah, I wish I would have kept a cut. This would have been one that I'd want to run repeatedly. I
If I
just
had a
love everything
dollar,
about it. I love everything about her. I know, right? I say that all the time. I'm never gonna keep cuts. That's the thing. I'm never gonna keep cuts.
I
Like
know,
I,
but
I
then you're
can
gonna
wish that I
pine for
could.
them
Can
until the
wish that I
next one
would.
comes along. You pine for it while you're smoking it, and then the next run comes, and you find another like spectacular plant, whoever your favorite is, and you don't keep her, and then you wax poetic about that one until the next run is done. It's just your SOP.
It is. It's the way I like to do things. And the SOP doesn't like a step always there's a step of like bitching about not having saved the genetics, having that's an important part of the process.
It is.
God
It's a
damn it,
part of the
joint.
process.
No, don't clip me admitting I was admitting to swallowing stems, okay? It's a different thing. Different. Don't take it out of context. Don't be like that, man.
Right.
No, it's bound to
That's what the
happen,
kids are
isn't it?
calling us these
It's bound
days.
to happen.
Swallowing stems.
It tastes good. It tastes good, and it's got to have some.
Fiber.
Yeah, right there you go.
Getting your greens.
It's like a glass of Metamucil, and then
You can,
keeps her
like,
regular.
cannabis leaves are great in salads. I would recommend younger ones, but yeah, throw them in salads. They're great.
Now,
Once they get older, they get kind of leathery, and the texture is kind of like chewing on grass a little bit. Like the
yeah,
texture, it's a little rough.
they have got to
But
be
when
young
they're
ones.
young and like
Tender.
they're great in salads.
I'll have to try that honestly, because next time I do like a big defol, I'll save some. Do a nice wash. Make sure there's no. You gotta wash all your greens anyway, but come on, make sure there's no spider mites, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I've never. So we talked about it on was it Sunday? Last Sunday, one of these Sundays, on our secret family show. I don't like the taste of weed. I just don't. I've always hated it. I think maybe the leaves are the way to go. Because I hate, yeah, like I've never tried a dish made with any kind of cannabis by any person who claims they know what they're doing. Like, I'm a chef, I can do this the right way. Like, no, it still just kind of tastes like weed, and it ruins the dish that you're trying to make. Like, whatever it is, if it's chicken parm and you make cannabis chicken parm, like now it tastes like weed, not chicken parm.
Yeah.
That sucks, Like
Yeah.
I
It's
wish that
very
weren't the
mold
case.
of edible to inedible when you put the Lord's lettuce into your lettuce. But sometimes they're successful and sometimes they're not. I find baked goods are the best, or things that are really strongly taste like.
Yeah, you gotta
I've
mask the
had
flavor.
infused like barbecue sauce before that has been killer because it's so strong that it can kill off the taste.
Okay, I
'Cause
think
right,
you're onto something there, like a
it's not the most. Yeah.
dark brownie, dark rich brownie. Always the way to go. But I will say, my wife made these killer gummies. The latest batch of
always does.
gummies
She's so good at that.
so good. Because she did like a mango pineapple flavor blend, which, like, yeah, it's this strong fruity profile that masks that kind of earthy weed taste.
Yeah. You need something strong. You need some bully flavors in there.
Yeah, you sure do. Sure do. So, what you got tonight, G3?
So here's the thing, I don't.
Oh. Why?
So I am in the middle of a weed desert right now of my own making.
Oh, no.
I had seeds that I had clones that I had that I was going to flip that got too big. And then I took clones of those, and those are now the right size that that they've been flipped. So I have them in flower now. The seeds that I planted that were supposed to be in flower before that declined to participate. So just
Ah,
last of the
hiccup.
juicy Laurel hiccup. Last of the juicy Laurel went this morning. Now, here's the thing: I have options, and that's the wonderful thing about the current state of the medical market, which is going to go into hullabaloo soon. But so I have my medical card. I can easily go to a dispensary and pay through the nose and pick up a variety of goodies, like going to Willy Wonka's chocolate shop. You know, I have that option. I can certainly lean on the community and be like, guys, I'm struggling. Would you mind? And I have zero doubts in my mind that I would have people like, yes, I would be thrilled to share it with you.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. This might be a really good time for a tea break, honestly. I have plants that are coming. So there is a like scheduled end. And here's the reason I like the last time I did a tea break, if you guys have been around that long, it was because I was crazy sick for like months and months and months, and I couldn't smoke at all. And it turned out I had like pneumonia, and I was like just horribly ill. It was bad. So that was the last time I took a tea break. That was a couple of years ago. My receptors are full because
Yeah.
I am reckless with the amount that I smoke.
So
The other thing is I was late stage diagnosed with ADHD, and I was not put on medication for that until about a year ago. Now, medicated me for ADHD and unmedicated me are like two completely different brains. We are different people completely. So I've never experienced my medicated ADHD brain without THC.
okay.
So I'm interested to know, how does my brain function without that, without THC, without my receptors being full, just on like natural
Amphetamine.
like I mean
It's all
just
natural.
being like
Ritalin.
not
Like-
those natural meds, but like watching my health, watching my diet, making sure that I'm paying attention to all of these things, and then adding in just this other medication versus cannabis being my primary medication, and then taking amphetamines on the days where I really need to focus. My brain hasn't been without THC for a single day in years. So I just want to see what it's like.
It could. I mean, the curiosity is admirable. Do it if it calls you.
Yeah.
I
It's just
am.
easier right now. I don't want to have to worry about like the stress of, oh, I'm going to run out of weed because I didn't plan accordingly or because things didn't go. I'm just going to like kind of roll with the punches a little bit and be like, well, I kind of want to do this anyway. I might as well.
Okay.
And if it fails, it's not like I'm married to it forever. I can
No.
just hop,
Get
skip,
right
and
back on
jump
the
myself over to
train.
Sunnyside and be like, give
Or
me
you could always ask your friend, dear old Captain.
of course.
I'll
I
help
just
you out too.
show
but
up and be like, Mrs. Captain, I would like some gummies.
G3,
I also like, and it's just flour that I'm out of, I should mention. I am a previous, I worked in a dispensary for a while. I have
So you got
so
edibles?
much stuff. I've got edibles out the wazoo. I've got packs and packs and packs and packs and packs of gummies. I've got pills. I've got patches. I've got RSO. I've got like vials of oil that you're supposed to combust. I have like all sorts of other things that are not flour or, like rosin, which is what my normal go-tos are. So fuck around and find out. We'll see what happens.
I understand
It's not going to
the
be a
urge.
full tea break because, it is kind of, yeah. I'm also like, I have the ability to fall back onto CBD if things start feeling crazy. I don't like being uncomfortable. No, thank
And you're
you.
not going to
I
like
don't
the
like
tea
that at all.
break.
I don't want to go through the effects of withdrawal. Exactly. And they affect me really badly when that happens. So I was thinking of
No,
stepping down. So like
I think tea
CBD
breaks
or
are a scam,
CBG
G3.
dominant. You
I
think they're a
mean,
scam? Why?
yeah, I think they're a scam. I think they are you.
You think
There's always
Big
another
Canna
reason.
is like
There's
getting one
always
over
another
on you?
reason.
Like
No, not like a
what type
scam.
of
I just think
scam?
like I mean like like they're silly. They're silly. They're just like they're
You think they're
you trying
pointless?
to yeah, they're pointless. They're pointless. Like in my mind, the like you're always there's listen, if there's always another reason or rationale behind your wanting to take a tea break. Like just having a tea break
Oh,
for
I agree with that.
its own sake of like,
For
oh, I need to like, you mentioned like reset the receptors or something. Like every once in a while you just need to like take a tea break. No, I don't think
mhm.
that's true at all. Actually, I think the
That's
opposite's
science,
true,
but
where you just need to man up and smoke more. That's what you need to do. Is tell your receptors to shut up and just hammer them even more with THC. No,
mm,
you could try
we're
that,
just gonna
or
sledgehammer the shit out of them, or we'll just starve them of it for so long that they'll be shocked when they see it again.
I
Um,
think
I
there's
don't
I
know.
think
We'll
the
see. I'm gonna
slight
dabble.
like the day or two of you having a lowered tolerance and feeling like you're smoking like, oh, it feels like I'm smoking back in high school again. Like, listen, that's cool. Not gonna lie, that is a cool thing, but it only
Hmm.
lasts like a day or two. And to put yourself through the, you know, 3-4 weeks of kind of uncomfortableness,
Oh,
that's
well, is it 3 to 4 weeks? I mean, I guess it is 3 weeks of like, I would say it's a week until
it's
I
like
feel like I'm in my own skin again.
if you're gonna do like I think you've said it before. Like if you're gonna do a full tea break, it's got to be a month, right? At
Yep, I
least.
agree. It should be. Now, they say that 2 weeks is sufficient from a receptor standpoint. I feel like personally, it's not a cleansed out of my body to the level that I want it to be unless it's been a full month, unless it's been 4 weeks. And I've been actively exercising that entire time because THC is stored in your fat cells and you got to get it out.
You got to get it
In
out.
fact,
And
yeah,
some of those receptors, yeah, like it takes more time for them to kind of clear out as well. But like, I don't know.
I mean, all sorts of things happen. Like my dreams come back. And
Man,
experiencing dreams again, it sometimes is a really good thing, is sometimes is
sometimes
a really
good,
bad
great,
thing.
sometimes not great. Yeah, no, like,
Sometimes not great.
and that is a good point. Homegrown overtone says when the dreams stop, it's time for a break for him,
Exactly.
and
So
that's
like he likes to keep his dreams. Dreams are one of the first things I lose. They are gone.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
And that honestly was a really good thing because I suffered from terrible night terrors for a really long time. And this was medication to deal with that.
is so. I'd love to speak to a sleep scientist. Actually, like,
Ooh.
here's my question: is are we actually not dreaming, or do we just not remember the dreams? Sometimes
I
I'm
think it's
not
we
gonna
don't
lie,
remember
like
them.
I feel like I've been smoking a long time. Okay, I feel like while the benefits of cannabis can help you fall asleep easier, help you stay asleep perhaps a little easier, I feel like I don't get as good of a sleep as I do when I'm not on weed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you if you,
Like
if
you're
you
not high going to
don't
sleep,
smoke
like you
for a
smoked
day or two.
earlier in the day and not right before going to bed.
Yeah, like I guess on the rare occasion, right, where like I don't smoke in the evening, in the afternoon, I am way more likely to have a dream that night. And I feel like I'm just have a much more restful sleep overall. Because is there some correlation into like I'm not entering REM stage of sleep, like where you have less of it. There's got to be something
Yeah,
there.
I'm
There's got to
sure.
be something. I feel like over time, if abuse anything, but yeah, like if you abuse cannabis for the sake of helping you sleep, you will find that it helps you, like it does help you sleep, but you're not getting the same quality of sleep that you would otherwise, with crazy dreams included.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And
no.
it also could be strain specific if you're going for something that, you know, if you're going sativa versus indica, that or sedating versus stimulating, whatever your jam is, that can definitely affect things. The level of CBN in what you're smoking will definitely affect things. Like you got THCV in there versus CBN, you're going to have a hard time sleeping.
Yeah, it's definitely strain
It's
dependent.
still weed, but it's going to affect you differently.
I feel it. I feel you.
So,
Like I
right
don't
strain,
think
right
there's
time.
any, like, man, I wish there was a strain that lets you keep your dreams. I've yet to
Yeah, but
find
maybe
that
you're
one.
right. Maybe it really is about doing it at the appropriate time of day. So you know that you want to keep your dreams, and therefore you can't smoke after 3 p.m. And you
Man,
have to
yeah, like
make sure that
caffeine.
you go for a really good walk or something after dinner before you go to bed. You have to do some sort of physical activity to get your heart rate up or something. And then that, you know, will affect your body and what your receptors and how much THC is available. Science, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, everyone's different. Mark Risch says, I've smoked since 1971 and I dream in color. And I remember
That's
most of them.
amazing. That sounds like a superpower, to be
Yeah, right.
honest.
No, like it's like
I am
every
chartreuse with envy.
once every like 2 weeks, I would say I like remember a dream. So it's got to be that we are dreaming. It's just like, yeah, we
Yeah, you don't
don't
remember.
remember.
I mean, you know how much you forget things after
It's
you
like,
normal things, and you forget dreams quickly anyway. You know, that like fleeting, like you have it, you can remember so
yep,
much of it, and then as you wake up, like it's more and
it
more and more.
goes away. Yeah, if you don't write them down like right away, if you want to like remember your dreams, you got to write them down instantly as soon as you wake up.
Yeah.
But
So yes, I absolutely, because I'll sometimes I won't remember dreams at all. I could swear up and down I don't dream. I don't remember any of it. And then I'll be going through my day and something will trigger a memory. And I'm like, I definitely dreamed that. So obviously I
yeah,
am still dreaming.
isn't that the weirdest? We're like, it's like, oh
You're living in
yeah,
a
that like I had
simulation.
a very strange dream about that I forgot all about until
Yeah, until
that
just now when
completely
I just lived
random
it.
trigger. Just like, yeah, no, that's
Or I lived
totally.
it, or I remembered it, or it reminded me. Yeah, minds are crazy. Weird. So yeah, I'd like to see how my brain kind of behaves without it for a little bit, just because I'm curious. It can't possibly have good effects, honestly. I'm not going to be pleased with the result.
Well,
So
I
I'm
will say the
probably just
G3.
dressing up the fact that I don't have anything and I want to be,
I used to
purposeful about it.
have to
But
take Adderall, or I used to be prescribed to it.
yeah.
College days, and I could not have, like, I could not have taken it without the weed to kind of calm you down. Like
Oh.
it was
Well, there's
just,
all
yeah,
sorts
I don't
of,
know.
there's a smorgasbord of options now. But yeah, I,
The uppers, I felt like to do that kind of stuff, you need something to balance you out. It's basically like if I sat there in the morning and drank like a whole pot of coffee, I'd be like, God damn, I really need a bong rip to take the edge off.
I can understand that.
that kind of a thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, there was just a little bit of an edge, and I
And
always
people with
felt like,
ADHD are really, really good at self-medicating in a variety of ways to keep ourselves like balanced. I don't know if you guys do this. Maybe this is just me and my friends. We talk about this. And like we know how much caffeine we need to have to get to a functioning point, and we know when we go too far. And then if we go too far, you have to do something to like bring it back.
yeah,
You gotta like calm yourself
100%,
down.
yeah,
It's like, okay, I gotta go take a big bong rip to like calm this back down. Need something
yeah,
a little like woosah. And then if you go like a little
the
too
yin and the
far,
yang.
then you're like, well, now I gotta bring it back the other way. It's all about finding balance.
You could just stay sober and enjoy life sober as a priest, right?
If I could handle life sober, I
I
wouldn't be
know.
self-medicating.
There's, I think everyone sympathizes with that. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Wouldn't love this
Yeah.
hobby so much if I could enjoy life sober. I mean, I guess I can enjoy
I
it. It's
enjoy
just,
life sober.
it's just
It
that
just makes it more enjoyable. It gives me
are
more
you one of the
patience. It makes me
enhancement?
more
You're an
balanced.
enhancement smoker.
I am it makes me a better me. So yes, I
It's
am
a version of
enhanced
that's. Remember, it was like in
through cannabis. It makes me a better parent. It makes me a better businesswoman. It makes me a better friend. It makes me a better, you know, ev- everything. I do everything better when I have cannabis on my side.
I feel that. I feel the same way. That's like a lot of the reason that I use it as well. I mean, especially being a dad now. I mean, geez.
I mean,
You think I have like
does cannabis make
superpowers?
moss more beautiful? No, but it does give me that moment where I stop and I notice it, and that
The
therefore
Zen.
I'm seeing the beauty.
No, it is a
Yeah.
certain Zen like state. I mean, like I can reach it. Last night when I was having to put my son down by myself, wife was out at work. I had to just go solo, and he screamed for an hour straight, and I'm just like, a monk, stoic, rocking, patting him. I don't think I could have done that if I hadn't snuck off before that started and took a big old bong rip. So, a couple edibles from the kitchen in an emergency, just like, no, it is an enhancement for me, and I think for a lot of people. A lot of
Yeah.
people. But,
So of course the solution for me is to cut it out for a while.
well, I think, like you
It's
said,
purposeful.
it's a
Always
curiosity thing,
It
and if
is.
that calls to you, by all means, I'm not trying to yuck your yum, as you would say, G3, but I also just kind of want to say, like,
We
yeah,
can all laugh
the
together when
tea
I give
break
up.
for tea break's sake is kind of just like, I don't know, man, just
Well, it wouldn't be a tea break for tea break's sake, because if I was drowning in weed here, I wouldn't be like, oh, you know what? It would be a real time for me to like not do this for a while. I wouldn't be doing that. But because I ran into this situation, I have choices. And it just seems like this might be a good one. Just because. So no, it's not a tea break for tea break's sake. It's a
no,
tea break for
curiosity's
A,
sake,
B,
which
C, D, E. Multiple
good
reasons.
reason.
Multifaceted tea break. I think I have
Huh?
to have at
I'm here
least
for it.
3 good reasons to take a tea break for one to
You
occur.
you do, and you need to have you need to write like a short paragraph about all of them. I need you to state your case in an essay form. No, I'm interested to see how it goes.
My
Honestly, I
tea
hope
break
it goes well.
prospectus.
Yes, and I need to approve your tea break in order for you. Again, actually, we're going to need to not have more than one show host going on a tea break at the same time. So I'm going to have to, as the HR rep here, I'm going to have to disapprove
No,
your
we'll
tea
just
break
have to. I'm
request.
sorry. We can't do that right now. It's not good for
Oh yeah, I'm
it's
sorry.
not for the best of the company.
We can't do that right now, G3. We can't afford to lose you. I need you out on the floor.
Dolly. Hi, girl.
Tea break request denied.
We'll see.
No, I hope it goes
I'll
well
be
for
back
you.
in like a week. I'm sure it won't, but I'll be back in a week and be like, guys, I stopped the tea break. I'm sure it'll happen.
They're just like, they're not fun. That's all.
They're
know.
exactly. They're not
fun. So.
Stop
We've talked
talking me
about it
out
before.
of it.
And trust me, I want
I
to
was
talk
feeling
about
real good
growing. I
about
want to
this
talk
idea.
about growing.
Yes,
But
let's do
now
that.
we're on the topic. Like, man, let's talk about what happens. Because anyone that's trying to tell you like that it's not addictive is trying to piss on your leg and tell you it's raining. Okay, it's definitely addictive. And when you go on a tea break, like especially if you're a user, like we all are, I'm sure. Like your body will go through some shit. It's not fun. It's not pretty.
It affects some people more than others. It affects women worse than men.
Does it really? Mm-hmm. Because there's more fat cells. Like usually,
I'm sure
just
it must
saying,
be
like,
a
usually there's
chemical makeup thing.
higher percentage of body fat in women. It's actually
yes, I agree with you
healthier
there, and
to have
that
a base
probably
percentage
does
of body
have
fat. It's higher.
It probably does have something to
gotta
do
have
with it,
something
but
to
I
do
think
with
it's a brain chemistry thing more than anything else. We should ask
Okay.
Dolly; she'd know.
It's gonna have something to do with them fat cells, but yeah, like it's. What was I talking about?
She knows all about that brain chemistry. So yeah. So what else? What else do you go through? I get.
Oh yeah.
Your body feels like shit.
2 days it usually takes me. 2 days for like that initial. Like the first day, you're like, I was fine, you know. If you had smoked the night before or whatever, like you're still kind of. Your body's not in that like. Oh shit, what's happening mode. Like I'm not getting my usual amount of THC in my system. Right? 2 days. After 48 hours, like you're not going to be hungry at all.
Day 2 sucks. Day 3 is the worst.
Might not be tired at all either. Like it's going to be very difficult to eat and sleep. You might get a little backed up in the bowels, if you know what I mean.
Your skin gets clammy and you can't regulate your body temperature. You go from being freezing cold to burning hot. Freezing cold to burning hot.
Yeah. The night
your
sweats
palms
will come.
get like crazy clammy and weird, and
it's part of
you
that,
wake up in a dead sweat, like you just broke a fever. Levels of sweat, puddles of your own sweat at night.
The night sweats will come, and then like you try to counter that by dropping your air conditioning a few degrees. Like my window unit cranking. And then you get the shivers.
And you're like, oh my God.
Cold. Like my teeth will start to chatter that I'm so cold. And then, it's just your body cannot regulate its temperature anymore. Like it's going through like a endocrine system like shock, right? Or endocannabinoid system. It's the same thing like I talk about when I get that CHS attack, right? Like my body can't control its temperature. Have to sit in a hot bath, have to like just kind of regulate it externally somehow. And the hot bath is the only thing that seems to help. It's just the weirdest thing ever. But it's all connected to like the same body system. So yeah, you're going to wake up covered in sweat. If you're a dreamer, right? Like in the dreams come back and like they're usually not like pleasant at first.
They're savage and brutal and vivid.
Yeah, very vivid and like, yeah, you oftentimes like bizarre too. You know what I mean?
Scary.
Like, yeah, could be a little scary. Maybe not. Like, yeah, you're gonna have nightmares and you're gonna wake up covered in sweat. And like for someone that's not used to that, like it's gonna make you want to bong rip even more. Like,
this is not helpful.
I'm trying to demotivate you from taking this unscheduled
I feel
tea break.
thoroughly demotivated.
Obviously, that's my job as the.
All right, I'm coming to your house tomorrow to pick up weed then.
Gotta have these approved ahead of time. I did not approve this tea break. No, it's the
Oh my gosh. You
so
can't,
then
like, your eating gets all screwed up, and then your stomach gets all screwed up, and then your bowels get all screwed up.
yep. And if that's not all happening after 2 days, like trust me, it will be happening within the first 2 weeks for sure.
Day three is the worst. If you can get through day three, the rest of it is like you can handle it regardless.
You can
Right?
like it's listen.
It's
It's
fine.
not
It's not
like
comfortable. It's not going to kill you. It's just uncomfortable. We can do it. You can do it. We can do it. We can do it.
you
It's
can.
just, and there's ways that you can do it to help regulate it. No,
You can
taper
do it.
off. Don't go cold turkey.
Use CBG,
Use CBD, CBG.
CBD.
Use, not high THC things.
Eh,
No. So Dolly was saying before, she says it's the hormones. Estrogen increases CB1 receptor sensitivity. And then she said canna withdrawal does change stress response in women too. Cortisol regulation, emotional processing, anxiety disorders all use the same endocannabinoid pathways. Makes sense, Brad.
it does. It does. Yeah, it's.
Thanks,
I mean,
darling. She's the best.
thank you, Dolly. Yeah, it's not easy to do. That's why I I don't want to dissuade anyone from it. If it's calling you, you want to find out what it's like on the other side of
At some
sobriety.
point, I gotta experience. I mean, do I though?
It's like
Now you have me
I,
second guessing
I
myself.
tried. I'm telling you, like I
Damn it,
did a
cat.
I did a tea break. I forget how long ago, and it was before I started growing. I took like the better part of a year. I got to like 9 months. You know what I mean? I was
That
se-
is a hell of a tea break.
serious about it. Yeah, like I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back. I feel good. I like this. I kind of like where I'm at. After because what does happen is after that like initial hell, and if you can get through those first couple weeks, I'm telling you, let those fat cells purge themselves of the THC. If you can get through that first month, you're kind of in the clear. It's that first, like you said, get through 3 days. I mean, really, get through a day. If you're trying to do it, it's a day by day thing, really. It's like any kind of sobriety. But like, yeah, I got to like 9 months. And honestly, like it didn't make my life any better. What I thought it was going to do for me, okay, is I use it for a variety of things, okay? I use weed, cannabis for a variety of things, like not the least of which is ADHD, right? We're similar in that regard. I found that for my ADHD, it certainly helps with like maybe turning the volume down. No, maybe
Yes.
focusing all of like the multiple
Yeah. Closing some of their
voices you're hearing, right?
superfluous tabs, quieting the external
Yeah, you're
voices,
closing tabs in your
dimming
brain
some of the
for sure.
distractions. Yeah,
You can
absolutely.
focus on a couple of things, maybe even one thing it gives you that an ability of focus that you wouldn't otherwise have. It's great for that. Okay. What it's not great for, at least for me, is my executive dysfunction. You know what I mean? Like the ability to start a task, the ability to like persist with the task if it becomes unpleasant, or that type of stuff. It's not the
Yeah.
like, and it doesn't help with that. It really doesn't. And I thought that like, oh, if I cut out, the demotivational factor from like the cannabis, right? Because everyone knows, like, I guess it's just the lazy pothead stereotype was coming into play in my own mind. Like I will not be as lazy. My executive dysfunction will get better. I'm sorry to say that did not happen one bit. That's just a thing. Like that's just part of my brain is like I'm
My darlings,
dare I say
executive
kind of
dysfunction
lazy.
and laziness are not the same thing. It's not the
Okay,
same thing.
I get that, but
Yeah.
from a
Social stigma
non
standpoint,
what
yes,
do we
I get
call
it.
it? Like a neurotypical perspective. Let's just call it kind of what other people see it is laziness. Like not
Yeah,
how I
I
see
get
it,
that.
not how you see it, but it like okay. It's just what I am. Okay, it's just how I am. Perceive it as you will. I have a hard. It's difficult for me to start things, and it didn't stop when I cut out the weed. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. I kind of liked being stoned too. I love smoking. You know, I love everything about the hobby.
Yeah, I
It's not.
agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. And similar that executive function and transitions still don't help all that much on cannabis. Um, my Adderall helps with that.
There you go. Yeah, no, I stopped taking Adderall like many years ago, but like that is what helped with like the ability to start the thing and persist with the thing. Like, I mean, that's what that's for sure. And yeah, I've yet to find the strain of weed that I mean, certainly like a good sativa, like a daytime strain, will not kill your motivation to the point that like you're couch locked
Hmm.
like some people will say happens when you smoke an indica, but it doesn't help with executive dysfunction. It just doesn't. Might
Right.
not make you want to sit down and fall asleep, but it's not going to help you like start that thing you've been putting off or close that loop that you've been meaning to for it's not going to help you like pick up the pile of clothes that you've walked past in the hallway every day for the last 2 months and haven't done a thing about and has become part of the background at this point, right? It's not
Yep.
gonna help with that. So like Norma says, I think it just comes down to I like life better when I smoke. Couldn't have said it any more eloquently myself.
Hmm.
I just do. I just do. And it's like you got to take the good with the bad kind of thing. Like sure, it's gonna kill your dreams, you know? That kind of sucks, but it's also gonna give you, pain relief qualities. It's gonna give you a little bit of focus ability, a little bit of more like ability to kind of, like I said, put yourself in a zen-like state,
More patience for
more
sure.
patience, more
Understanding,
understanding. Yeah, for sure.
empathy,
Empathetic.
ability to see
Yes.
multiple perspectives. Yeah, it is a miracle. I definitely agree with that.
So yeah, it's I like life better when I smoke. Bottom line. So tea breaks, you can shove them right up your you know what. They're not for me.
Caps anti tea break.
You just can't take a tea break, G3. Like I'm gonna need you here at the office. I really am. You just can't go ahead and take a tea without letting me know. All right? No. So
All right, I'm gonna put myself on a pip.
guys,
Just
we listen. Come over to our Discord. We have a channel called the Tea Break Lounge. Okay, we are ultimately we're pro you doing whatever the fuck you want kind of thing. And if a tea break, if you have, like I said, more than you got to have 3 reasons and write them in essay form, and then we can discuss scheduling it. Come on
submit
over to
before
the
the council.
tea break lounge, and we can get your request approved. All right, but think about long and hard why you're doing it, and like if like guys, it's just like you might find that the grass isn't greener. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like and the grass is greener when you're smoking grass. Like it's just
Sometimes there is no grass, green or otherwise.
right. Yeah, there you go. Forced tea break
Yeah.
through sheer lack of abundance. But G3, I will personally deliver you weed. So you
You're
don't
so
need to
funny.
take your unscheduled tea break. All right?
Well,
All
if
right?
I really need to, I have to go get spring water soon anyway. So I'm gonna drop. I need to drop by
Let's.
and see the capling anyway. So
You do.
it's been too long. It's
It
been like
has.
days.
I can't believe we're
Where's your money?
an hour into the show almost. We haven't even
Oh.
talked about the grow yet, G3. What are we
Oh
going to
my
do?
god. Oh wait, I got a
Oh,
quick I have a quick announcement transitions before we get to that because otherwise I'm going to forget and these are important. So, one of them is only half an announcement because his story is gone and I don't have all of the information for it now and I have to talk to him about this because it's irresponsible on his part. Firebeards, who has been on our show and is amazing. He's part of the Homegrown Tashishin podcast.
yeah.
He's spectacular. He won third place in some solventless competition or some hash competition or something. And I don't have the name of it. And I don't have the strain he grew. And I don't have anything because when I went back to find it, his story is gone. And it's not listed on their podcast Discord. It's not listed on their websites. It's not anywhere on their Instagrams. Their stories are gone. I can't find it anywhere on any website. Like, where is this? Where is it? Firebeards.
Well,
Congratulations,
congrats,
man. You're
Firebeards.
spectacular.
Yeah,
And
that's
Taylor,
awesome.
that's great. So proud of you. I want to know the deets though. So message
Yeah.
so
Well,
I
shoot,
can
man. I'll message
scream
him.
it
Maybe
from
we
the
could have
mountaintops.
him come back on and tell us
Yeah,
about
and
it
tell us about it.
himself.
It would be cool because I think competitions are really neat. If you guys have competitions near you, you should enter them. They look really fun. I really want to do one, but that is neither here nor there. And living in Prohibition Land is like. Second
It is.
announcement. My
More
lovely,
announcements.
just a second one, and this is exciting. You guys know, and I hopefully love the spectacular Mama Wanna Q, our lovely friend Britt, who has been here many times. She
Yes.
has helped us through mushroom grows before. She has
I
talked
was
us
just going to
through
say.
medicinal companion planting. She has had, she makes incredible, beautiful medicinal salves and things like that. So love her. She's great. She is now back in the community after taking a little break for a while. And she and one of her very good friends are starting a podcast where they smoke and they talk about books and life and parenthood and all sorts of things.
All
So,
right. Yeah, that sounds cool, actually.
their page on Instagram is called Puff and Page, PuffAndPage. Go check it out. Their first podcast is going to be dropping soon. I will be sharing it. And love her, love her, love her, love her, love her
Yeah,
so
we
much.
need more
So
like
check it out.
cannabis lifestyle entertainment.
Yeah, and
You know
that's
what I mean?
exactly what it's going to be like. And they're going to have a lot of book themes. They like became friends over a book and are both big readers. I'm a huge reader, and so it's gonna be fun.
Cool. Yeah,
Check them out.
go check them out. And yeah, we do love Mama. That's right.
Love her.
That's right. All right, so now that we're done announcements, even though those were worthy announcements,
They were
I
so
must say,
fast. They took like 35 seconds.
I just ever since being a kid, you just hate announcements.
Sit
There's
down
something
for the
about it.
announcements. My
Right,
announcements are
so
fun though.
they were. I want to talk about things we can do. You know me. You know I'm as cheap as they come, G3. I've already spent money on my grow, okay? I don't want to spend more if I don't have to. What can we do today, right now, for free that can improve our grow, increase our harvest, just make us better gardeners without spending any money? That's the key. Okay, because a lot of times I just people's suggestions to people's issues just kind of like, oh, just go spend $200 on product. It's like, yeah, sometimes a product will help you, not gonna lie, make life easier at the very least, it's not like all that can be done. Okay? So what can we do that costs zero money today? First thing that comes to my mind is improve your canopy.
Oh, like your training.
Sure.
Yeah.
Training,
Trellis.
trellising, training,
I hate trellis.
topping, any method at your disposal, however you need to do it. You know your space, you know your plant count. Like, certain situations are going to dictate your methods. You know, like I oftentimes will have, like, let's just use my 3x3 for example. Okay, can I bring it up for you here? I must have uploaded a recent picture. Okay, let's use my 3x3. I have 2 plants. I want to fill up that canopy. So I'm using a variety of methods, namely topping early, once. Okay. Take off that bottom set of branches too. They're never going to reach the top anyway. Save the plant the energy.
Do you take just the first set, or you take 2?
I mean, shoot, you're right. I should probably start taking 2, G3.
I take 2.
The bottom 2 nodes, I think, yeah, that's a great practice to start doing. Just right away. As soon as they're like, yeah, listen, maybe more than like
don't
this
take
long.
them when they're
3 inches?
still actively providing solar panels and energy to the plant.
No,
if those are your primary work, you want them to be a little bit higher. When they're starting to get shaded, before they start becoming real firm and becoming real solid branches, when you can still move them pretty well, then take them. First 2 sets. Beautiful. You just want to brag about your canopy. That's why these are up. That's why we're talking canopies right now, people. So Kat can put this picture on the screen.
So I could canopy mog you.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk canopy maxing.
Yeah. It is a beautiful canopy. No, you're right. Your
canopy. It is gorgeous.
Okay, so but for real, like, it's wall to wall. Like, it is an ideal canopy for my space. I've used topping. Like I said, I did it once when the plant was maybe 6 nodes, 7 nodes tall. And I took off maybe a node, usually as little as possible, right? You don't want to take off that much. But yeah, I'll do that at the same time that I'll take off that bottom branch. Maybe now I'll do bottom 2 sets of branches, because, like, just save the damn plant the energy in the first place. That's how it starts, because you want to get rid of that apical meristem, right? Isn't that what it's called? A pickle?
Apical,
I got so many goddamn pickles. Oh my god, I'm sick of making pickles.
I got all the pickles meristem.
Way too many pickles and meristem. Wait, seriously, do you want a jar of pickles? Message me. I will send you a jar of homemade pickles. I swear to God, I have so damn many. Please, take a jar of pickles. But not that kind of pickle, meristem. The apical, like, yeah, you get it.
Yep.
Get rid of that.
Spread
the plant out, let it bush out. That's the first step here. Is you don't want to have that, like, dominant branch, okay? You're going to get a bunch of branches then fighting for dominance, and that's kind of what you see here. Also, part of this is the scrog net, of course. You know me, I like to put up my scrog net. I don't even have the pictures in there, but whatever. I like to put the scrog net up earlier than you think. Like, I want to do it in late veg. I'm not even waiting until flower to put that in. The point is to spread the plant out, okay? Like, it's different than providing support, okay? Listen, if you need two nets, we could talk about that. What we're talking about here is spreading the plant out and getting a better canopy. supporting your plants is a different proposition oftentimes. So I find you want to do this early. I don't have a picture of it, but yeah, it's like the scrognet's at least like 2.5 feet down on the plant, right? And then I've weaved it into all the different squares, given each branch kind of like space, its own square kind of thing.
Yeah, you got to give it a path.
Gotta
Otherwise, it
give it a
just
path.
goes crazy.
Yeah, I will send you pickles and a cap sticker. You're right. Where did they go? I do have a stack of them somewhere.
Ooh.
We could talk about that. Yeah, message me. For real. For real.
Oh, look, I got a whole bunch of CC stickers too. I'll drop those off with you. You could send those out with your pickles.
There you go. There you go. So, to me, yeah, that's a free thing you can do. Like, sure, okay. What does a trellis net cost? The most expensive one you could get is probably the AC Infinity. It's still $15 on Amazon for the 5x5 one. 12 for the 3x3. Like, it's super cheap. I cut them up after each grow. So to me, that's essentially free.
Make them. You could make a trellis net with things you have around your house so easily. It might not be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, but chances are it'll work.
For sure. For sure. I've seen people get really creative with it. Like, you can use construction materials. There's like orange thing, any kind of thing.
Drill
with like
holes through PVC piping and like weave twine or elastic or string or whatever through.
Absolutely.
Find some bungee cords and hook them onto your tent poles and then tie ribbons. I don't care. Like, there's lots of options.
For sure.
You can crochet them something.
Crochet.
Knit them a trellis net.
That's a free thing we could do.
Knit
a
upcycle
sweater.
old sweaters by recycling the wool, learning to crochet, and then making trellis nets. So easy, guys.
I think there's a market for like a crocheted, like yarn based trellis net.
No, because then you have to cut it up every time.
Yeah, true.
You're never gonna get it out of there.
You're right.
I have thought of like a trellis net
super
that has like earth magnet type. I don't know, things where you can like undo the small things. Do you know what I mean?
Interesting. Yeah, no. It
Velcro
would have to be
trellis
like,
nets. That would be a mess to put back together, though.
It would.
I don't know. I just feel like cutting up and throwing away a trellis net for every grow is so wasteful. And sometimes two trellis nets per grow.
It is. It's the way it has to be.
There's so much waste already in cannabis. We don't need to add more.
I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
The elastic.
We need a reusable trellis net, a true reusable trellis net. Somebody get on that.
I ain't in the market for that because I know how damn hard it is to try to. I've tried.
Well, that's why I'm saying
trellis
there's got to
nets.
be something easy.
Nope.
There's
nothing easy.
There's got to be.
Because after your plant, after your plant grows up and out and like blossoms above that little hole, that little square in your trellis, it's like it's bigger now than the square itself. Than the hole.
I'm saying is you can deconstruct the tiny holes. So like say you have something that goes across.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Then the ones that go across to make the squares, you can like have them. I don't know.
What we need to do is make them cheaper and more better materials, more
biodegradable.
Biodegradable. There you go. But like,
now I'm on board.
All right, now I'm talking. Now we can talk. But like, I ain't making my job harder. My job as a grower is already hard. You know what I mean? Like, I try to make it as easy as I can for myself. And like, weaving.
I agree.
Weaving branches out of a scrognet after harvest is not an easy task. Don't want to do it. ever again. So, all right, let's move on, shall we? There's got to be another thing.
Yes.
The smoke ring says we can go whisper sweet nothings into our plants'
And
ears.
that was one of mine. Good vibrations, baby. Talk to your plants. Play them music. Sing to them. Get them a, Alexa account and have her talk to them all day. Whatever it is, but music, vibration helps
I like
plants.
that. Okay.
If you have like
A
I don't know, if you
boombox.
have you
Bring
can
up your
play anything. You
6
can
CD
stream
changer.
music to them. I have it set up so that I have one of those like dots down here next to my thing, and 3 times a day music goes on. And they listen for an hour and then it turns off.
Okay. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, I use Hertz frequency playlists, and you can find them in different frequencies. We've talked about this multiple times before, but I think it's 417 and 528 are really great ones. Play music for your plants. Or we've talked about practicing your music for your plants. If you happen to play an instrument, or if you happen to sing, or if you need to practice speaking for something, or if you're rehearsing an argument that you had yesterday and you're going over what you wanted to say instead, like whatever it is in your life, talk to your plants. Tell them about your day.
I think it's, even if you don't have any, you're saying to yourself right now, like, that's a bunch of baloney, G3. None of that's going to actually help my
I can
garden.
cite my sources.
I'm still, it's got to be someone out there saying that, thinking that to themselves. Okay, listen,
You must
it's
be
the
fun at
act
parties.
of being there. It's the
Yeah.
act of, it's putting out to put out the vibes, you have to be in the garden. Okay.
Sometimes, I mean, music can do vibes if you are not able to do that. If you're like, oh, I just can't possibly give them good vibrations because it's more time that I have to spend in the tent, and I just can't do that right now because my plate is so full. That's fine. You can delegate that to whatever streaming service you happen to have. I know you have them. You listen to music. Chances are you have a streaming service of some kind, or YouTube playlists are free. Spotify playlists are free. Whatever. Play
Right
music.
on.
But yes,
Any
being
kind of
there
music.
is always number one best thing.
Being there is
But
going to
don't
help.
cross it off your list just because you can't. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. Yeah, we've talked about that many times. It can't hurt, or can it? If it can help, can't it hurt as well?
It can if
there
you can't keep
certain
your hands off them.
Music and at a certain volume that's actually bad for my plants? Oh God, so many questions.
I mean, no. No, there's no
Probably
music
not.
that's
Yeah, I
bad
know,
for your
I know,
plants.
I know. Now, Homegrow Overtone says free CO2. Now that's, you may joke, man, but that's not a bad idea. Is to like go schedule your daily hyperventilate on my plants session. You'd be surprised how quickly 15 minutes of hyperventilating will spike the CO2 ppms in your grow room, in your lung room. Now, don't do it too much that you pass out, because that'll make them crash.
You don't have to like hyperventilate. You exhale CO2 just by breathing normally. So just spend some time in there.
Yeah, but you do it quicker if you're...
You don't have to do that.
It's funny. Yeah, no, you might joke, man, but...
I mean, if you meditate, go meditate inside your tent.
And again, it's kind of like
Breathe deep.
just being up there.
Yeah.
We've
all heard it many times. What is it? The best fertilizer is a firmer shadow.
It's true. It's true. So to be serious though, I think another thing. Well, actually, so I wanted to back it up real quick. one of the okay, if we're talking about being frugal, we're talking about saving money, free things we can do for the grow. By improving your canopy, you're not just like getting more per square foot. It's actually costing you less to light your grow properly then. Like having an improved canopy lets you turn the light down and lower it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore saving you electrical bills,
Or
unnecessary electric charge on
or
your
you
bill. Like,
get greater quantity, and that also,
yeah,
from the other standpoint, is a net positive
more bang for your
rather than
buck.
just breaking
I
even.
mean, you're not like you're just being more economical by you're already paying. If you're going to pay to light your space at a certain like ppfd, that's expensive. Make every inch count. Don't waste the space. And also, if you have that opportunity because you have such a flat canopy, you can turn the light down and drop it. Put it like 12 inches away from the lights, at 65%. You may achieve the same ppfd range at canopy as if you had it 24 inches away at 90%.
Hmm. Or, switch to a lower intensity light so that you don't have Monster in your DMs screaming at you about dimmers and how they're going to screw you over.
First point of failure. I'll always hear him say it.
Yeah,
First point of failure,
he
always.
hated dimmers. So, but, in that case, you can save money by having a less expensive light.
It's true. But, man, you need that horsepower for when you really do need it in, like, mid-flower.
I know. Who's going to choose to have a lower light? Nobody.
Right? You got to rev up that horsepower when you need it. But the majority of the time, yeah, no, I'm like, got my light turned way down. Majority of the time.
I agree with you. Mine's pretty low too.
All right, so another
Next one.
thing we can do.
We talked about another one before, and here's a similar. Hold on. Here it is.
Oh, we got someone with an idea.
Did these worm bin / compost heap.
Love that
Easy,
idea.
free, and not just free, but a net positive overall because you're using waste that would have gone into a landfill or gone somewhere otherwise. You're, feeding creatures who then
not just free, but
give
like
you castings in return, which then feed your plants. It's not just like free, but it's actually saving you money.
And it's generating something that like you're going to end up spending money on. I mean, you're going to have to get compost at some point.
So there you go. Free compost, free castings.
Free compost. And it's
not only that, because then if you get a lot of them, if you get a really active great worm bin or you make really great compost, then you can barter that stuff for other things. Because everybody who grows likes compost.
Now,
everyone who grows likes castings.
I'm not like fully versed in the composting methods, but like I remember, I've seen neighbors do it. Quite literally, like you don't need to spend any money. Like you don't need the urban worm bag. You don't need to go buy a tote.
It's just a heap on the ground.
It's a pile
of garbage on the ground.
It's a pile. We call it a compost pile. It doesn't cost any money to make a pile. Go make a pile.
That you would throw away. Go throw it in the garbage pile.
So yeah. It's a great idea. And then you're like you're not wasting like scraps either. If you do a defol, you don't like the taste of cannabis leaves on your salad, you can just throw them right to the worms,
Love it. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Yeah.
Or you forget to make a batch of pickles and like you just have way too many cucumbers in your fridge like currently, and I'm just probably going to end up giving a bunch away. DM me, people. You want? I'll send you cucumbers, finished pickles, and stickers. Okay.
Wow.
Gotta at least pay shipping here. Come on.
He's making like full care packages. And a package of Haribo.
I'll send you the directions on how to make the pickles too.
Ooh, that's fun. You should
About
that
my
and
recipe.
and the Mrs. Spectacular gummy recipes.
Oh yeah.
You could make a book.
Handful of mango pineapple can of gummies. Oh, they're
Yum.
so good. They're not good together though. I would not. Yeah, like it's a wait a while before you. Don't go right from the gummies to the pickle.
Oh god.
Or vice versa. But
That's
it's
abrupt.
not a good pairing.
No, I wouldn't say so.
But yeah, no. I got way too many cucumbers. Holy shit. Forgot to make pickles. So yeah, what was I talking about again?
Compost heaps.
Compost heaps. Okay. I wish I could throw them all to the worms. I wish I could do something with them that was like, yeah. Sounds like Cap needs to start a worm bin. Man, I should have started a worm bin yesterday.
Don't you have a worm bin?
I do, but I need a part for it. I've been neglecting to buy. I need like the bottom part where it cinches, like it's.
You need the bottom part where it cinches. That's part of the bag? I'm confused. Are you sure it's not tucked up
like
inside
a
it?
Velcro piece that comes off, and like it's all kind of degraded on mine.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I should check mine. I have one too, and I've never
So again,
used it.
if I'm trying in a vermicomposting, like, yeah, you're probably gonna have to spend a little money to get into that hobby, right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
What, you go to the bait
but-
shop and you spend $1 on a container of red crawlers, and then you
and
chuck
get a
them in your
tote. Yeah,
in
get a
your, in
tote.
your in a no. You could
And
use.
this-
I mean, there's plenty of things you could use for totes, but yes, if you spend less than $5 to replace all of the castings you will ever have to buy ever again.
Worth it. I definitely need to start a worm bin.
Yeah, me too.
I think we all do.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
If you're serious about this gardening hobby, man, like if you're growing food too in the summer, if you're growing those damn loofahs, you're gonna need those compost.
They
You
do. They
need
get
those
hungry.
castings.
They like their nitrogen.
You grow any kind of squash that you are going to need compost, because man, do they take up space and nutrients. So you got to re-amend frequently. Fertilize the plants around it. Mm-hmm. My Lord. All right. So another thing we could do to, without spending any money, improve our skills. Okay. Start a journal.
Write shit down.
Write down what you're doing, like what strains you're growing. Like it does. I don't care if you're not like, if you don't want to publish it online, you're not into social media. Fine. Then write it all down in an incriminating.
Write it. You could put it in
journal
your
in a-
notes app and just like write a little
Hide it
blurb
under your
to
mattress.
yourself with date and time. It's so easy. Or put like a whiteboard up in your grow space.
Whiteboards. That's a start. You get to at least track like when you did stuff with a whiteboard, and I do find that to be very helpful. Like in the course of a run, like if you're talking about like any organics and stuff, you're talking about like I got to re-amend within 3 weeks. I know I have 3 weeks with this much of a top dressing. If you don't write that down and see it visually, like on a calendar, I don't know. How do you know when it's the exact day to go do it? You might be a few days late. That could just very helpful. Also, if you're documenting stuff, right, as much as you feel comfortable with, right, like I don't think anyone cares about your silly little 2x2 grow in your closet. So take all the damn pictures you want. It's
Yes.
fine. Just do it. And pictures, really more than anything, I think maybe turn off the location data on your phone if you're out there in prohibition land. But
Yeah, you can have it set so that they don't like automatically back up to the cloud. There's lots of simple ways that you can keep them on your phone
yeah, but
without,
if you
and
have
then
a
move them off your phone, or use
visual,
an actual camera. Use a real camera.
there you go.
And
Polaroids of plants. Just
oh
wouldn't
my gosh, just stacks and
now,
stacks and
now,
stacks of hundreds of
now we're
them.
talking about like a really creepy crime scene.
That's
If
like
you have
not
Polaroid
good.
pictures of all your plants like thumbtacked to the wall, okay, and like like the lines that connect them, like, all right, like this is related to this one and the offspring of this, starting to look like that Charlie meme, a little bit like very very crazy looking,
Yeah.
and then you find the like notebook, the composition journal of like poorly
I think it would
hand
be
poor handwriting of like what you did that day. Your chicken scratch of
I
went up
think it
and
would depend on
sang
how many
sweet nothings to
Polaroids.
my
I think that's
plants.
the level of craziness that's inherent in this particular situation. If you're taking one Polaroid a week,
It's not
one
enough.
Polaroid, yes, I agree with you. But that's also like not crazy levels of Polaroids. If you're taking pictures every day, digital seems logical.
Yeah,
To
like
have a
for this
physical to have a man like a physical thing for every time you take a picture, that's a lot.
to really be effective,
It should be
you're going to
daily
want
though,
to take more pictures or
or every other
more
day.
journaling. Like just more observations the better. Like that way when you're either growing that
Oh, I
strain
love
again,
this.
you
Sorry,
can you
sorry.
can reference it.
Shredmaster
Yeah.
K says this is exactly what he does, and I have questions because I'm fascinated. You take physical Polaroids every day of your plants, like you just have stacks of Polaroids. Do they compress well? How do you keep all of them? Do you have like just totes filled with Polaroids? Do you ever go back and look at them? I have so many questions. This is fascinating.
They're like flip books, Polaroid flip
Yeah, how
books
do
of
you
your
keep them
plants.
all? Are they like can you look through all of them? Do you have like is it organized like a library? 3 to 4 for each grow, sometimes 10 in flower. Okay, so it's not every day. I can totally understand that. That's
Do
perfectly
you like
normal
do
and
you write
acceptable.
their names like in the corner and like in the white space of the Polaroid picture? Like this one was
Do Polaroids still look like that? I don't
oh
think
they
they still
have to.
look like that anymore.
I'm
I think
saying
they're
you're like
like
shake them and
I thought that they changed
they got to
them.
have
That
that
they're like
little
and
thumb spot where
they
you
don't
can
have the thing underneath anymore.
I don't know. Then write it on the
I'm gonna have
back.
to look that up. I don't know how current Polaroids
You
look.
just tapes them down in a notebook.
Just tape them down in a
Dude,
notebook.
that's that's a hell of a notebook. Your plant journal.
I really like that because having those pictures there, I have a bajillion and 6 pictures in my phone, and I can't tell you what plants are what unless I go back and look at dates listed
Well,
in my notes app
the
on a
dates
different
help.
thing.
No, but really because I feel like I've grown a lot of plants, but I still can remember every single one. And like if
I
I want
can't
to go
remember who's in
find,
my tent
if I want
now.
to go, but like I remember, like oh yeah, like in the course of conversation, sometimes you're like oh yeah, I grew one of those. I remember doing that, and like I could go find the pictures right now of any
Yeah,
plant
but if
I've
I
ever
can't
grown.
like look through if I zoom through my pictures and like pick one, if I don't look at the date and reference it with something
Well,
else, I can't tell you exactly who that plant is.
no, it's I don't have them like organized in like iPhoto albums of like by cultivar name. You know what I mean? Like, and this one's like
I tried doing that and it
Queen's
didn't work.
Banner. This one's Mango Smile. This one's Sour
But
Stomper.
the more you write down, really, the better you are. So many times people have been like, oh, you grew this. Can you tell me what it was like? Hints, tricks, anything you remember about that grow. If I had a notebook to refer to, it would be a lot easier than like, I think she was sensitive to nitrogen. That's not helpful. I like that. I'm gonna might try that Polaroid
Just
idea,
saying,
honestly.
keeping
I won't
track of
do
what you're
Polaroids every
doing.
day, but I'll do digitals every day, but then Polaroids like a couple times during the grow to put in a notebook. I like that idea. They're like baby books.
Little scrapbook journals of each one of your
Like
plants. Physical evidence.
I'm gonna put like stickers on it that
That's
say
all
like
we
"Grow
need.
big, grow strong," and then like
Now, when you make a
washi tape.
when you construct physical evidence of your crimes, be careful of where you put that journal.
Physical evidence of my crimes is the physical crime standing right there. Like,
I'm just saying, it's all documented. Just make sure that journal doesn't end up in the wrong hands.
in the wrong hands. We don't ever recommend you do anything illegal. Pay attention to what goes on in your state.
Actually, I think the show's stance on that G3 is don't get caught.
Yeah.
But I am not your attorney, nor
We are
am I
not your
your
lawyers.
life coach, and do anything at your own risk, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Whether it's making pickles or growing cannabis.
Yep.
So what?
Do you have?
What?
I have the most important free thing that you can do. The number
Share it.
one most important thing you
What
can
is
do.
it? Maybe it's the other thing I was thinking of.
Find, become part of, and become active in a community.
Bang. You stole, like, you kind of stole it because mine was education.
Find a community of growers,
Yep.
of people who are growing the same, and learn from them and talk to them and be involved in what they're doing. And those friendships will pay you back 1,000,000 times over. 1,000,000 times over.
100%.
I can tell you, people come into our community and they're like, I need help with something. And people are like, we will help.
It's true. It's
People who are like, I
sometimes
have
to
this
a
new
fault.
thing I got and I want to share it with you. Please try this. And it's shared. The community will, pay you back for the energy that you give it over and over and over again.
Right on. I think it's kind of what I'm saying in education. Like, it's just learning more about the plant, becoming more one with the plant. Easiest way to do that nowadays is through a community of gardeners who share your interest, who love this plant as much as you do, who know way more than you do about growing this thing. I mean, none of us are experts, of course. But like, I mean, we got people around in the community. I mean, we got one guy saying he's been smoking since 1971. I don't think he's been growing since then, but still, a lot of collective experience that we're all willing to share with curious minds, inquiring minds. And yeah, it's fun for a lot of us too. I mean, we're all plant nerds. It's like not often you get to like nerd out on plants with someone who's like eaten up every word of it, right? Like loves to hear about your grow style. Like, please tell me everything.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me how. Like, shoot, how much time you got, man?
Yeah, talk about filling the void in my life. You
How
guys,
much time
without
you
you
got?
guys to talk to and to talk about this too, and to read about your grows, like it's such a fundamental part of my grow. And it has nothing to do with my plants. My physical plants. So Yeah, our community is everything. And so find a community of like-minded people who approach life and growing in a way that you appreciate, and learn from them and watch and share your own things and be open-minded and ask questions. And you can't help become a better grower. It's almost like an unintended side effect or intended side effect. You can't help it.
Yeah, no, you're gonna pick up techniques, little tricks of the trade that you probably never would have thought of on your own. It is like a lot of things are just like collective wisdom. You know what I mean? Like it's the and there's so many things that you would never think to share with someone like unless they specifically asked, but then like as a newbie you would never even know to ask about that specifically. So a lot of it gets like lost in translation unless like you can show people. You know what I mean? So that's why I think like the pictures, the community, the like shoot, if you can send someone a video of what you're doing, like they get so much out of that. I remember that was all part of like my initial education was watching like obsessively watching YouTube videos and Mr. Canuck
Guy Green's 444.
nonstop. My wife's like, "Are you listening to that guy again?" Yeah, I am. I'm watching another Mr. Canuck video because like I get so much from the little things and the details and how he does things and the way it's set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he's a great educator. There are amazing educators available to us. We live in such a great time that makes it so accessible. And not just that, like, gosh, how many times have I been looking at a product only to talk to people in our community for them to say, that's okay, but actually this one is better for this reason and it's less expensive. So consider that instead.
speaking of which, G3, did you see that new Mr. Grow It video where he compared
Yes.
the V Cure and the
Cool Cure.
Canatrol?
Canatrol, Cool Cure, Cool whatever.
Yeah,
Is it the
like
Cool Cure and the V
Vivo
Cure?
Sun and
It's
the
the cool,
Canatrol.
yeah, yeah.
The two like curing machines on the market
Versus tent drying, and I
versus
so
tent drying. Yeah.
appreciate that he included that,
Well,
because so
that's
many
the
people
real
can
question.
be like, here's the Canatrol, here's the V-Cure, like let's look at them. But ultimately at the end of the day, as growers, we want to know not only which one is better, but we're like, is it really worth it in the long run? These things are not inexpensive.
They're not. And you know what? Like, it was funny because I'm watching the video and I thought the same thing to myself. Like, oh, you know, well, doing the tent dry too. And I fully expected the results to be what they were, which is like the machines compared to one another, about the same. About the same, right? Like, he was saying like maybe the V Cure was a little bit drier on its default setting. I don't know, but about the same. Pretty consistent results. But compared to tent drying, about the same.
Guess what?
About
If you
the
keep
same.
an environment stable, it's going to give you similar results.
That was the key. Is that like, you know, he's done it many, many times, okay? And he knows exactly how to optimize his tent drying environment, which like, you know, he had a humidifier in there because he knows his setup. He's got to add moisture. He's got the, you know, exhaust fan set up to exhaust at like 62% humidity. And it's like about keeping the temperature low. It doesn't have to be 60 degrees, but like try to keep it under 70 maybe. The results were just like, yeah, no, like tent drying, if you can really nail it and get it right.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like,
about as good as it
here's
gets, right?
plant material that was
about as
cured
good
at
as it gets.
60-60. Here's plant material that was cured at 60-60 versus
Yeah,
here's plant material that was cured at 60-60.
What's the difference, right? So, but it's like you said, the peace of mind, okay, in like having a simpler setup, okay, and like
Yeah.
not
Being able
having
to
to.
delegate it and out of the way.
No, I don't know. Like the setup is pretty damn simple too to tent
How
dry.
about
I've
I get
always
my
felt
tent space
like,
back so I can start my next run?
well, see, I have a devoted
That gives my that
a
yeah.
drying tent. Like so I can
So
just keep it like
I flip
in
flop back
drying mode.
between mine. Yeah, I understand that. But
It's easy.
if you didn't have to use that for drying
That'd be a
and you had
pain.
that instead, then you could have that as a grow tent.
For sure. So then time is money, eventually the ROI is going to pay for itself kind of thing. So you have a space to dry your plants, but like listen, if you can turn your like the quality isn't going to improve that much. It's just not. If you can nail the dry, it's about as good as it gets in a tent. And I was not shocked to see those being the results.
At least it's nice that the machines do as well as the tent drying. It's not like he was like, the tent was so much superior. The way that I've done it before, obviously, is the best. He was like, it's pretty even across the board. So, okay, you know that if you invest in one of these things because it gives you that peace of mind and you delegate it and you don't have to think about it for that time and it can hold it indefinitely and then you get your tent space back. If that's what works for you, at least he basically proved like, yeah, it's an investment as long as they keep working, but they do what they're supposed to do.
They do. So I found it funny too. Like I didn't know. He was talking about like, oh, it's when you obviously when you're drying, you have to keep it. And if you have a humidifier in your dry, I do too, just to get that right consistent moisture level, you have to add water to that humidifier and make sure it doesn't run out at the wrong time or it can mess the whole thing up. Like, yeah, that's a little stressful, but I'm pretty sure both machines have like a sponge that needs to be wet at the bottom of it at all times. Otherwise, like a disaster could befall you and ruin your harvest.
Right. Well, I mean,
Like, isn't that the same
it
thing? I
needs
just
to
need to
be
add
able to
moisture.
adjust the humidity, right?
But
If it
like,
doesn't have any moisture, it can't adjust the humidity.
if I need to make sure that the sponge is wet, I might as well just like fill up a damn humidifier in a tent. I'm just saying, if you don't have like a set it and forget it type thing, you don't. If you have to check that the damn sponge is wet,
Yeah.
it's the
How long
same thing.
did
It's
he
there's
mention
no
how
peace
long
of
that has
mind
to do? How
if
long he
you
has to
have
do
to.
that?
It was this the whole dry, as far as I am aware. Like, and anyone
But
who has a canitrol, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you got to keep checking that the sponge is wet. Just like I need to keep checking that my humidifier's full and running. It's the same thing. There's no peace of mind in that. Like, sure, yeah, you have a button you can push and like it
I thought
tries
the
to
sponge
meet
was
those
less labor intensive,
It's the same
but
thing,
maybe
man.
not.
I don't know.
Same thing.
Same thing in my mind. No peace of mind in making sure your sponge has to stay moist. Not for $1,500. It's not.
Bragging rights?
Listen, it's all individual, man. Like long-term freshness in your canitrol, I can't speak to that. Maybe that
Is
that
it just like,
does
is that like long-term
for
storage in the
long-term
Canatrol?
storage.
Is that what we're talking about?
I think I think it's a lot of people's individual environments too. Like if you're from, in a place where the relative humidity is often like 20%, 15%, that's a really tough spot to dry in. Okay? Especially if the heat's up there too at like 90.
Grown in a
It's
dungeon,
tough,
like,
man. Yeah, it's tough. Like in Joint's garage, out in the desert, right? So I get it. I do get it for certain growers. But what I am saying, and I have always said, is that if you can not, you don't have to optimize it and make it 60-60, but if you can get anywhere near a 70-60, a slow, long, dry, right? Full plant. That's another thing I don't like about the machines is you have to like put small branches in. I like to hang them whole, right?
I mean, you eventually have to break them down anyway, right?
You do. I like to delay the inevitable, at least in part of the drying. I feel like it, keeps the moisture more consistent throughout all of it because they're all connected. Maybe that's just my mind thinking it in that way, but I feel like it's a more consistent moisture throughout the whole plant if I leave them all connected to the main stem, The whole plant dries out at the same rate, and it slower for that matter because there's more to dry out. So, man, I get it. For certain people, just, yeah, if you can nail the dry, you're not going to get any quality difference. That's all. That's all I will say about it. For sure,
I
I
wouldn't
see
say
the
no to
appeal
one.
in having one. Like,
Yeah.
they look cool, and like I would use one for sure. But I also hate that they're small, and like for a grower like myself, even that wouldn't even fit my 3x3 harvest. I don't think. I would have to do
I
one
agree
plant at a
that they
time,
are small.
and I don't want to stagger my harvests like that. I just don't. Then I'm
Why
like,
are they so small? Is it because they're going off of like the wine fridge industry? Because like it can't be that hard in my mind. It can't be that difficult to just make it twice the size. You're still regulating temperature and humidity. This is not rocket science. If I can do it in a tent, they can do it in a box that's twice as big.
I don't know, G3, but no matter how big it is, you're gonna have to make sure that the sponge stays moist.
I will totally forget the sponge every time.
I can't
I will
believe
break
that that's like that's part of the. Wait, I spent $1,500 on this machine. I still got to make sure that the damn sponge is moist. Like I'm doing that already.
No
Doing
sponge for
that
24
already.
hours. After then, it depends on the room environment. So if your room environment is good, maybe you don't need a sponge.
Okay. So if it's maybe it's depends on the RH of the room.
Yeah.
I could be mistaken. I just thought like I was like, oh my lord. I'm checking the sponge every day. Just like I do with my
I can't imagine
my
it would be like that.
humidifier.
There would be so much bitching if that was the thing. But no, there isn't bitching. There's just coveting.
I know.
So
I want one
gotta be
too.
good.
But I will say that the V Cure looked way cooler.
Yes.
Just
so much
simple as that.
so.
Looks way cooler.
Honestly. The Canatrol is, I mean, they were like the first. They're the OGs. They did it for years without competition. I have to give them credit where credit is due, but yeah, it's
They
not
need a little
good
R
looking
and D
right now.
done on the product. Like it needs a touch screen. It needs some features.
They need
now.
to
Like
pimp their Canatrol.
That's what even Mr. Growit said as much. And
It's just boring.
man, cool video. Yeah, guys, go watch that if you want. It was the definitive like head to head. Really cool the way he did it too. Very scientific.
Hot. That's exactly. I'm waiting for the ACI one.
Yeah,
too.
we've been saying that too, Norma. I know that the competition in the space is coming very, very soon. I've heard that there's a German company who is
What do you think
making
the final price is going to
a
be?
bigger, cheaper version. So I think that machine becomes infinitely more attractive, that type of machine, at around a $500 price point.
Yeah, I was going to say 5 to 8 is where I think that
like
they're going to
even
land.
$650. Listen, like for like a upgraded version with, app access or whatever the hell they want to sell you on, like the base machine, $499. Right? Like it's just not worth more than that for the size, for what it is. I love that people have bought it because that'll bring the price down for me eventually. Like, so please, don't let me discourage you from buying one at full price now. But like, yeah, innovation in the space is going to help. Like, competition in the space certainly going to help. And at
Drive the
that
price
point,
down and the quality up. Please,
at
please,
that
please.
point, my ears perk up, and I look at it as a tool, and I'm like, yeah, like I see why I need that. I do, right? But it's not an attractive option
At that price point.
still for me at the price. But
Yeah.
for you, your mileage may vary. I mean, you, and that's it, for me. Like, we live in an environment, G3, where like for 10 months out of the year, our RH is about perfect.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I mean,
I
there
mean,
might be
really, the only
maybe out of
reason.
8 months of the year, maybe at its worst. But like
Yeah.
at the dead of
Me getting
winter and the middle of summer, it's out of whack.
Yes. Me getting a Canatrol would really be for like, I only really need one if I'm drying a few specific weeks of the year. But in the long run, I don't need one. I just want one.
Yeah. Truth. But yeah, no, it's cool video. Very cool video.
And then, like, conversely, like autopots, that's something I need because my plants will die without it.
Well, so that, I mean,
So,
of
like, that's
course,
different. That's an upgrade that, like, I personally would need because my growth style demands it at this point. Because I'm not hyperfixated on my plants anymore and in the tent 17 times a day. So,
I think that becomes clear to anyone who levels up to a certain point in this hobby that like you're gonna need some kind of automatic watering. Now, like, of course, we all believe that that's a huge upgrade that's worth the money. Lots of options you can go with. Of course, I'm going to tell you autopot's the way to do it, at least for my style. But blue mats are great too. You know, like, you can go piece together a system from Home Depot parts, man. Like, it's not hard, but you're gonna need automatic watering, however you choose to do it. It's gonna save you so much time. Gonna help your plants probably more than any other upgrade you could make, right?
honestly, yes.
But even if you don't, you're still reluctant to like spend the money. You don't want to. You haven't gotten there yet. Like, I mean, that's my final free piece of advice. Like, is it's part of the education thing, but it's just like learn watering, learn how to water your plants, learn how to water your plants better.
You know, the funny thing though, I thought I knew how to water my plants.
You didn't.
I My plants did very well with me manually watering for grow upon grow upon grow. And then I switched over to autopots and they
Dude,
drank 5
isn't that
times
crazy?
as much as I would ever have given them. And they got way bigger and it was eye-opening.
I
I
thought
thought I knew how to water
I
and
knew.
I did. I knew how to water from that incremental. I'm able to see them once a
Yeah,
day.
where I'm not up there
Where you get that?
24/7.
I'm not like, would you like some? Would you like some? Would you like some?
Yeah,
Would
but
you like
think about
some?
how
Would
the
you like some?
plant,
All day long. And that's exactly what they get with autopots.
and that's how plants operate in nature too. Like, they don't have like, when they're tapped into the ground, they get all the water they want basically all the time, you know? They can
Yeah, it's just an
they can
open
go
buffet,
under the
free open
ground.
bar.
Yeah, they never don't have access to it if they're growing in a good spot.
Yeah. So any type of SIP
But
system
yeah, and
is
it's
great. Autopots, earth boxes, I think like
yeah,
Octopots was
Earthbox
one
will help.
of them. There's a whole bunch of different companies. There's like easy put together 5-gallon bucket ones with SIP systems, and there's just SIPs are the best.
Yep.
The best. The best.
but still, if you are old school, you're a dinosaur living in the Stone Age, and you're still like, you know what? I'm gonna hand water till the day I die. I like doing it. I used to
Some
say
people
that
fall in love
too.
with their plants that way.
I
I
like doing it.
appreciate that, and I think
I like
it's
doing it.
romantic and lovely.
It's like the justification we say to ourselves. It's like, I
Yep.
enjoy it.
I like it.
I like it. It's actually
Maybe
a
that is,
feature,
maybe that's your
not a
meditative
bug.
time.
No, so it's you hear that a lot, and I'm not doubting people. They may very well like it.
You'll like it better if you
You'll
can
like
just
it
sit
better
that,
if
that
that
time with
wasn't
them.
like a requirement, and you could just go up and spend quality time with your plants instead of having to do a task. You would be more observant in the garden too if you had that time to be observant instead of like looking at your pH of your nutrient mix or whatever you're feeding with. You know what I mean? It's just watering sucks. So automatic's the way to go for sure. But like again, to get it back on kind of the topic, you can learn how to be a better waterer for free. It's all part of that education thing. And hand watering is one of those skills that's just like you're probably never going to really learn it and be great at it. I don't know, like every plant's different. It's more of a plant reading exercise than it is like a watering thing. So it's getting in tune with the plant. It's becoming a better gardener, you know? So yeah, maybe my advice then for all you, I know all you people that listen to this show are already so you're up to your neck here in this hobby. You've got the automatic watering system, okay? You may have put the cart before the horse and you bought the system before you learned how to hand water. So then my advice to you is turn the system off, my friend, for a run or two or five, or just have a spare tent where you're not doing
Just one. How about one plant?
one
Hand
plant.
water
Yeah,
one.
one plant. Hand water one plant each run. Get better at it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking you to do. Hand water one plant. You don't have to make that commitment. I know it's still a big commitment. If you're used to just hitting the easy mode with auto pots and checking on them every 3 days or as needed, I know it's a big commitment. But again, if you're looking for a free way to get better at this, man, like there ain't no better way to get in tune with the plant than to hand water it. Truly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you'll see them respond directly to you, directly to what you give them. It's a lot of information.
Yeah, right. A tea break would be easy than hand watering. That's right. That's right.
It's very true.
It's not. It's but it's kind of a thing.
It's important knowledge to have.
That's good.
We always
good to know,
support
man.
kicking it old school first, but yes, we like our sips.
Don't we ever? Don't we ever?
Yep.
Well, yeah. I wanted to get into a Patreon garden, but we're already 2 hours in. G3.
Time flew tonight.
I can't believe we are 2 hours in. I know, and it's. We always say we got to do shorter shows. I don't even know if that's possible. We're just like
We do try.
long-winded people with a lot to say about a topic we love. What can you do? We're gonna have to wait.
All right.
I can't do it. I
Lame.
can't do it. I know.
I know.
It
It would take another 20
I'm
minutes.
in my dad era. I gotta go like.
I know you gotta go
Make
see
sure
the cat
everything
play.
is okay. I heard crying before.
How about we'll do it first next week or whenever we see you guys next. I don't know if it's gonna be
That's a
next
good
week
idea.
or 2 weeks. We'll do this Patreon garden first First things first.
Good idea. Yeah, because it is important. And yeah,
It is. We
I
love our
like doing
Patreons
it.
so much, and
I
your
can't
gardens are
stick
amazing.
around for that long. I want to give it the time it deserves, and that's at least another half an hour. Gosh darn it, knowing the way we are.
Mm-hmm. Shame
All
on
right.
us. Shame on us.
All right. Well,
Until
you know
next
what?
time.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure. Time flies when you're having fun, like Norma G says. Thanks for stopping in.
If it is 2 weeks and not 1 week till we see you guys next, anybody who is traveling to the Alebrije pop-up in Maine, please travel safely. We hope you have an absolutely wonderful time, and we can't wait to hear all about it. Take pictures. Nobody took pictures last time. Please take pictures.
Yeah, take Polaroids and tape them into a notebook.
Yes.
Tell the
I
detective
love that.
that I don't know anything about this.
Dude, I'm
how it got
seriously
here.
getting
I
off
know
the show
nothing
tonight and
about
looking
these
at
people.
Polaroids. I'm seriously.
I do not know any of them. Cannot give you any information as to their whereabouts.
Yep. It's just like notebooks on a shelf. Like 7. What's in the box?
But do share pictures if you take them. Listen,
Yes.
like I said, I don't think anyone cares. Take all the digital pictures you want. The fact of the matter is, they are spying on you in the fact that, like, yes, all of your communications are being recorded in like a big building in the middle of New York City. The NSA has all of your communications anyway. Just don't give them a reason to sort through it.
All right.
Simple as that. Don't give them a reason to look.
Flying under the radar is really our only option at this point.
It's what you have to do. It's all part of the, like we've said many, many times, the overarching message of the show itself is the last message I'm going to leave you with. Until next time, is don't get caught. Click.